Rain clouds hovered above the city that morning, yet sunlight stubbornly broke through the cracks, spilling gold over wet pavement and reflecting off cafe windows. Anna sat there, her hands trembling slightly as she adjusted her coffee cup. Her white dress shimmered faintly, clean and hopeful, like her heart. It was her first date in 3 years, her first attempt to feel normal again after the accident that had taken her ability to walk. Her wheelchair gleamed beneath her, subtle yet unmissable, and with every passing moment, she felt the weight of people's stares, their pity disguised as politeness. She told herself not to care. Today was supposed to be different. Today, someone had said they wanted to meet her, not out of sympathy, but because they admired her courage. She waited with a fragile smile. But as minutes turned into hours, her heart began to break all over again. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the beauty of human hearts, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Everyday Heroes. It helps us keep telling stories that remind the world that goodness still exists. The man never showed up. Messages went unanswered. The waiter had refilled her coffee 3 times, pretending not to notice the tears glistening in her eyes. Anna stared at the couple sitting near the window, laughing softly, the woman's hand resting gently over the man's. It wasn't envy, it was grief. Grief for all the small, ordinary moments life had stolen from her. The laughter she used to know, the long walks, the feeling of being desired, seen, loved. She tried to smile through the pain, but her reflection in the glass betrayed her, a woman who'd been left behind too many times. The sky began to drizzle again, light drops landing on her hair as she looked up. The street blurred behind the film of her tears. And that's when she saw them, a man and a little girl walking toward the cafe. The man's tall figure was framed by the gray cityscape, his coat swaying lightly in the breeze. Beside him, a small girl in a red dress clutched a white unicorn toy, skipping with innocent joy. They seemed like a picture from another life, one Anna could only watch from afar. She lowered her gaze, trying to wipe away her tears before they noticed. But they did. The little girl stopped suddenly, tugging her father's hand. Her voice was soft but determined. "Daddy, that lady is sad." Anna didn't hear her words, only the faint patter of their footsteps approaching. When she looked up, the man stood there, calm, warm eyes filled with a kind of quiet understanding that startled her. He wasn't looking at her wheelchair, nor her trembling hands. He was simply looking at her. "I'm sorry if this is strange," he said gently, "but, are you okay?" Anna blinked, embarrassed. "Yes, I'm fine," she lied, her voice breaking slightly. "Just waiting for someone." The man nodded slowly, his gaze lingering for a moment on the untouched coffee cup. The little girl smiled up at Anna, then climbed onto the empty chair across from her before her father could stop her. "You can have my unicorn," the child said with complete sincerity. "She makes me feel better when I cry." That simple gesture shattered something deep inside Anna. For the first time in a long while, she let out a soft, trembling laugh through her tears. "That's very sweet," she whispered. Her father, Daniel, apologized for the interruption, but there was something in his tone, in his eyes, that told her he understood more than he said. When Anna finally told him she'd been stood up, he didn't offer pity. Instead, he smiled gently and said, "Then whoever he was, he just missed meeting an incredible person." They talked for a while. What began as small, cautious conversation slowly turned into something warm, easy, human. Anna learned that Daniel was a CEO, something she never would have guessed from his calm humility. He'd lost his wife 2 years ago, and ever since, his daughter Lily had been his whole world. He spoke about grief and resilience with the quiet strength of someone who'd walked through darkness himself. And as he spoke, Anna realized how similar they were, 2 souls who'd been broken but hadn't stopped trying to heal. The rain stopped, replaced by the golden hush of late afternoon. Daniel insisted on walking her to her car, but when he saw her struggle to reach the handle, he didn't rush to help like others had. He simply stood by, giving her the dignity of doing it herself. That small act of respect filled her eyes with tears again, not of pain this time, but gratitude. Before she could leave, Lily tugged at Daniel's sleeve and whispered something. He smiled and turned back to Anna. We were just heading to the park. Lily says it's unfair that you drink coffee alone. Would you join us? Anna hesitated. 1,000 doubts raced through her mind, the awkwardness, the fear of being seen, the voice that told her she didn't belong. But Lily's innocent smile melted it all away. That afternoon, under the open sky, they sat on a park bench. Lily fed crumbs to the pigeons while Daniel and Anna talked about everything from music to second chances. The city glowed with sunset light, and for the first time in years, Anna forgot about her chair. She felt human again. Alive. Weeks passed. What started as a chance encounter turned into regular coffee meets, walks in the park, dinners with laughter, and moments where silence spoke louder than words. Daniel never once treated her as fragile. He saw her as whole, capable, radiant. Lily adored her too, calling her Miss Anna and insisting she come to every school play. Slowly, love crept into their lives like sunlight after a long winter. One day, as autumn leaves drifted down around them, Daniel placed a small folded note on the cafe table where they'd first met. Inside, it simply said, "You weren't waiting for the wrong person that day. You were waiting for us." Anna's eyes filled with tears again, but this time, they were tears of peace. Life had found her again, not through perfection, but through kindness, through grace, through the courage to stay open even after being hurt. If this story touched your heart, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Everyday Heroes. Your support helps us bring more real and emotional stories of hope and humanity to life. Comment below, do you believe true love finds us when we least expect it? Because sometimes, the most beautiful beginnings come disguised as heartbreak.